God says this is a moment that heaven itself has been waiting for. Right now, at this very second, something quiet but incredibly powerful is happening around you. Even if the room you're in feels completely still, even if the people around you seem busy with their own lives, heaven has not stopped speaking your name. Your name has been whispered again and again with love, with hope, and with a gentle urgency that only the angels can carry. God wants you to know that nothing about this moment is ordinary. You did not open these words by accident. You did not stumble here by chance. Something deep inside your spirit felt a pull, a soft tug, a quiet knowing that said, "Stop, look, listen." And because you listened, heaven is smiling. God says that for many hours now, Archangel Michael, the strong and gentle warrior of light, has been standing at a beautiful gate that was opened only for you. That gate is glowing with soft golden light, and Michael has been waiting patiently, yet eagerly for you to notice him. He has been saying your name over and over, hoping that the sound of it would touch your heart the way a familiar song suddenly makes you stop and remember something important. He has been waiting because he carries something so special, so personal, so life-changing that it was written with your name on it long before you took your first breath. Michael says, "Please don't walk past this moment. I've been trying to reach you in so many gentle ways. The sudden feeling to check your phone, the quiet pause in the middle of a busy day, the dream that felt too real, the tear that came for no clear reason. All of those were me, standing close, whispering, hoping you would turn toward the sound of heaven. God says you're so much closer than you think to stepping into the life that was always meant for you. You're standing right at the edge of something beautiful, something healing, something that will make the hard days finally make sense. And the reason everything feels a little heavy, a little strange, a little different lately is because heaven has been moving things around in the unseen places. Angels have been busy clearing the path, removing old weights, closing doors that needed to stay shut, and opening brand new ones that lead to peace, to joy, to restoration, and to blessings you never dare to ask for out loud. You have felt it, haven't you? That quiet sense that something is coming. That feeling that things are shifting even when everything on the outside looks the same. Maybe you woke up with a strange hope in your chest. Maybe you cried for no reason and then suddenly felt lighter. Maybe you looked at the sky and felt like someone was looking back with love. Those moments were not your imagination. They were heaven touching you, preparing you, loving you from a place your eyes cannot yet see. God sees every single thing you have carried quietly. He sees the nights when you lay in bed wondering if anyone really cares. He sees the times you smile while your heart was breaking. He sees the prayers you never spoke out loud because the words felt too heavy. He sees the moments you almost gave up but took one more step anyway. Not one of those moments escaped his notice. Every tear you cried alone watered something beautiful that is getting ready to grow in your life. Every time you chose kindness, even when you were hurting, heaven wrote it down. Every time you kept believing, even when it felt pointless, the angels cheered. Archangel Michael says he has been fighting battles you never even knew were happening. While you slept, while you worked, while you cried, while you tried to hold everything together, he was standing guard. He pushed back darkness you never saw. He blocked arrows you never felt. He stopped plans that were formed against you before they could touch you. And the moment those battles were won, he ran straight to your side with the good news. That is why this message feels so urgent. That is why your heart is beating a little faster as you read. Something has just been released from heaven with your name on it. And Michael does not want you to miss it. God says the season of waiting quietly in the background is ending. The season of wondering when and why me and how much longer is coming to a gentle close. A new season is opening right in front of you, a season of receiving, of understanding, of healing, of sudden joy, of answered prayers that will make you fall to your knees in happy tears. What felt delayed was not denied. What felt lost was only being protected. What felt broken is about to be made brand new and better than you ever imagined. You are safe. You are deeply, completely, fiercely loved. You are surrounded by more light than you could ever count. Every fear that tries to whisper in the quiet moments is being silenced right now. Every doubt that tries to creep in is being pushed away. Every heavy feeling you have carried for weeks, months, or years is being lifted gently off your shoulders. You do not have to carry it alone anymore. You never really did. Heaven has been carrying you the whole time. God says there are truths you deserve to know, truths about why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why certain prayers seem to float away unanswered. Those truths are gentle, kind, and full of love. They're not meant to hurt you. They're meant to set you free. When you hear them in your heart, you will breathe easier than you have in years. You will feel a weight fall away. You will smile through tears and whisper, "Oh, so that's why." Archangel Michael says, "I promise you will cry when you understand what God has been doing behind the scenes. Not tears of pain, but tears of relief, tears of wonder, tears that come when you finally see how loved you really are." He has been holding this message, waiting for the perfect second when your heart would be soft enough, open enough, ready enough to receive it fully. And that second is now. God says 3 gentle signs have already been sent to prepare you. Maybe you felt a sudden wave of emotion for no clear reason. Maybe you had a dream that stayed with you all day. Maybe you heard a song, saw a number, or felt a peaceful chill that made you pause. Those were heaven's love notes, little postcards that said, "We're almost there. Hold on just a little longer. The best is coming. You are more powerful than you know. You are more protected than you feel on the hard days. Inside you, God has placed strength that does not break, peace that does not fade, and a light that no darkness can put out. Even when people misunderstood you, even when life felt unfair, even when you felt completely alone, heaven never looked away. Not once. God says the pain you walked through was never punishment. It was preparation. The tears were never wasted. They were seeds. The closed doors were never rejection. They were redirection. The silence was never abandonment. It was protection. And now, the time of preparation is giving birth to the time of celebration. Something beautiful is walking toward you right now. Something that will heal old wounds. Something that will answer old questions. Something that will make the past finally feel finished and the future feel safe. It is coming quietly, gently, but with divine speed. What you thought would take years is going to unfold in days. What you thought was gone forever is coming back in a better way. What you cried over is being replaced with something that will make you laugh with joy. God says, "Trust me a little longer. Pray one more prayer. Open your heart one more time. I am closer than your next breath." Heaven is not finished with you. Heaven is just getting started. You're stepping into the part of your story where everything starts to make sense, where the broken pieces fit together into something beautiful, where the long nights turn into bright mornings, where the why finally gets its because. And when you look back one day, you will smile with tears in your eyes and say, "Thank you for never letting go of me." Archangel Michael is still standing at that glowing gate, smiling softly, holding something wrapped in light that has your name written all over it. He is whispering one more time, "I'm still here. I never left. And what I have for you is so good, so kind, so perfectly timed that your heart will feel like it's coming home." So take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let the worries slip away. You are safe. You are seen. You are loved beyond words. And the best part of your life is just beginning. God says, Don't close this yet. There's more. Take one more deep breath with me. Let it be slow. Let it be gentle. Feel the air fill your lungs, and then leave again, because even that simple breath is a reminder that I am still holding you together. You are still here. You made it through every hard yesterday, and now heaven is asking for just a few more quiet minutes with you, because what comes next cannot be rushed. Archangel Michael is leaning in even closer now. His wings are folded softly around you like a warm blanket you cannot see but can absolutely feel if you let yourself rest for a second. He is smiling the kind of smile that only comes when a long, difficult battle is finally over and the victory is sweeter than anyone expected. He says, "Look at you. You're still standing. You're still soft in all the right places. You're still believing even after everything. Do you know how proud heaven is of you right now?" God says the heaviness that has been sitting on your chest like a stone for longer than you can remember is being lifted right now, piece by piece, breath by breath, word by word. You do not have to help me lift it. You only have to allow it. You only have to stop clenching your heart so tightly around the pain you think you still need to carry. Let go. I have already carried it for you on a cross you did not ask me to climb, but I climbed anyway because I love you that much. You keep thinking the story is about what you lost, but heaven keeps whispering that the story has always been about what I refuse to let you lose, yourself. I refuse to let the fire take your faith. I refuse to let the storm drown your hope. I refuse to let the darkness swallow your light. And now I am handing all of it back to you, polished, brighter, stronger, and more beautiful than before. God says someone reading this right now is exhausted from pretending to be okay. Someone is tired of saying, "I'm fine," when everything inside feels cracked and fragile. Someone has been crying in the car, in the shower, in the dark where no one can see. I see. I have collected every one of those tears in a bottle with your name on it, and I'm turning that bottle upside down right now and pouring it out as a river of healing that will flow straight into the dry places of your soul. Watch how certain names stop appearing in your phone. Watch how certain worries lose their voice. Watch how doors you stopped knocking on suddenly creak open by themselves. Watch how money shows up in ways you did not chase. Watch how peace walks into rooms that used to feel tense. Watch how your sleep becomes deep and sweet again. Watch how laughter finds its way back to your throat like an old friend who never really left. God says, I am healing the little girl or little boy inside you who still believes they were too much or not enough. I am walking back into every memory where you felt abandoned, and I am standing there holding your hand so you never have to relive it alone again. I am rewriting the lies that were spoken over you with the truth that you are my masterpiece, fearfully and wonderfully made, and nothing the world through you changed my mind about you. You keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, but heaven is taking both shoes and replacing them with dancing shoes. The music is about to start, and it is the song your heart has been humming in secret for years. God says someone needs to hear this right now. The person who walked away did not take your worth with them. The job that ended did not end your future. The diagnosis did not get the final word. The closed door did not close my plan. The silence you have been sitting in was not rejection. It was incubation. Something inside you has been growing in the dark, and now it is ready to break through the soil and reach for the sun. Archangel Michael is placing his hand on your shoulder in this exact moment. If you quiet everything else, you will feel it, a warmth, a strength, a steadying presence that says, I've got you. Lean back, rest. The fight is over. The celebration is beginning. God says, your new chapter does not start when everything is perfect. It starts the moment you decide to trust me in the middle of the mess. And you just did. By reading this far, by letting these words settle in your spirit, by breathing a little slower, by allowing one tiny seed of hope to stay instead of pushing it away. You just said yes. And all of heaven is applauding. You're going to wake up soon and feel different. Not fixed yet, but hopeful. Not finished yet, but free. Not there yet, but closer than yesterday. And every morning after this one will feel a little lighter, a little brighter, a little more like the life you used to dream about when you were small and the world had not yet taught you to shrink. God says, I am proud of you for staying soft. I am proud of you for still believing in love after being hurt. I am proud of you for still praying even when the answers were slow. That kindness you kept giving, that forgiveness you kept offering, that faith you kept protecting, none of it was wasted. It is all coming back to you multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Archangel Michael is stepping back now, but only so you can see what he has been guarding this whole time. A future so bright it almost hurts to look at directly. A table already set for you in the middle of everything that tried to destroy you. A room full of people who will love you without conditions and stay without leaving. A version of you who laughs easily, sleeps deeply, and walks with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are never alone again. God says one last thing before you go. Thank you for not giving up on me. Now, watch me refuse to give up on you. Close your eyes for just 5 seconds. Whisper, I receive, or thank you, or simply breathe my name. That is enough. That is more than enough. I am with you. I am for you. I am not finished. And the best is yet to come. God says, stay just a little longer. There is still more I want you to feel before you stand up and walk back into your day. Close your eyes for one quiet moment. Right now, wherever you are, let the noise of the world drop away. Let the lists, the worries, the notifications, the fears, the what-ifs all fall silent. Just for a few seconds, breathe in slowly and breathe out even slower. Good. That breath you just took, I was in it. That tiny moment of stillness, I filled it with peace you will carry for the rest of the day. Now open your eyes again, because I want you to know something with every part of your being. The waiting is over. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you finally feel ready. Right now. The season you have been living in, the one that felt like winter that forgot spring was coming, is ending tonight as you read these words. A new season is slipping in quietly, like dawn creeping through your window before you even realize the night has passed. And this new season has a different sound. It sounds like relief. It sounds like laughter that starts in your belly and surprises you. It sounds like doors opening without you having to knock anymore. It sounds like your own heartbeat finally slowing down because it knows it is safe. Archangel Michael is still here. He is not moved. He is kneeling now at a level with your heart, and he is looking straight into you with eyes that have watched you fight battles you thought nobody noticed. He says, very softly, you did it. You made it through. And I am so proud of you that heaven itself is throwing a party right now with your name written in lights across the sky. He reaches out and places something gently into your hands, something you cannot see with physical eyes, but you will feel with your spirit. It is light, yet it is heavy with promise. It is warm, yet it makes you shiver with wonder. It is the next chapter of your life, folded small enough to fit in your hands, but big enough to change everything. Hold it close. It belongs to you. It always did. God says, I am healing you in places you stopped telling people about. The scar on your heart from the first person who left. The quiet shame you still carry from something you did years ago. The fear that you are too broken to be loved the way you long to be loved. The exhaustion of always being the strong one. I'm touching every single one of those places tonight with hands that never hurt, only heal. You do not have to earn this healing. You do not have to be better first. You do not have to pray the perfect prayer or cry the perfect amount of tears. I am giving it freely because you are mine, and I have never once stopped being proud to call you my child. God says someone needs to hear this right now. The thing you're most afraid to hope for again, the dream you buried, the love you decided was not for you, the healing you stopped praying for because it hurt too much to keep asking, is being resurrected as you read this. I am breathing life back into it the same way I breathed life into dust and made the first heartbeat. Watch me do it again. Watch me do it for you. You thought that dream died. I say it only fell asleep so I could make it bigger while you rested. Archangel Michael stands up now, tall and bright, and he lifts his sword, not to fight, but to point. He is showing you the horizon you stopped looking at because it hurt too much to keep staring at empty sky. He says, look again. Do you see it? That soft glow just beginning to appear? That is your future waking up. That is tomorrow smiling at you before you even get there. That is every good thing you thought was lost walking back to you in brand new clothes. God says you're going to start noticing little miracles everywhere. A message from someone you thought forgot you. A bill paid in a way you did not expect. A song on the radio that feels like I wrote it just for this moment. A stranger who smiles and for some reason makes you cry happy tears. A sudden idea that feels like fire in your bones. A night where you sleep without waking up anxious even once. These are not coincidences anymore. These are love letters. These are previews. These are me whispering, I told you I was coming. You keep waiting for the big moment, the loud announcement, the sky splitting open. But I have always loved the quiet way best, the gentle way, the way that slips in like a friend sitting beside you on the couch without saying a word at first, just being there. That is how I am coming now, quietly, softly, but so powerfully that one day, soon you will look around and realize everything is different and you never even heard the shift because it felt like coming home. God says, let go of the timeline you wrote in your head. I'm not late. I'm never late. I am the God who makes the sun stand still when my child needs more time, and who moves entire galaxies to line up a single moment of grace. Your story is right on time, and my time is always perfect. Archangel Michael sheaths his sword now and opens his arms. He wants you to step into the biggest, warmest hug you have ever received. Let him hold you for a moment. Let him hold all the pieces you have been trying to keep together by yourself. Let him carry the weight for a while. You're not weak for needing this. You are human, and you are deeply, fiercely loved by beings who never tire and a God who never sleeps. When you are ready, only when you are ready, he will let you go, but only so you can turn around and see what has been waiting behind you this whole time. A path made of light, lined with every answered prayer you thought was forgotten, leading straight into the life you stopped daring to imagine. Take the first step whenever you want. There is no rush. The path will not disappear. The light will not dim. I will be on every inch of it with you, and in front of you, and behind you, and inside you. God says one final thing before you close this. I have loved you every single second of every single day you thought you were unlovable, and I will love you every single second of every single day for the rest of forever. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can change that. Not your mistakes, not your past, not your fears, not even your doubts right now. My love is not fragile. It is fierce. It is eternal, and it is yours. Now stand up slowly. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your eyes. Smile, even if it is small. Something just shifted. You felt it, didn't you? Good. That was me moving in. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. It is beautiful here, and you belong. I love you. I am proud of you, and I am never, ever leaving. Now go live like someone who is already free because you are. See you every step of the way. Your Father who has been waiting for this moment just as much as you have.